Need help, all the help we can get, please.
Wait until you see how this woman's prayers get answered.
Live in Times Square, this is GMA with Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos, and Michael Strahan.
And good morning, America. What a powerful moment that was. So many people, as we know, in Puerto Rico are in need of help. And wait until you see what one CEO did.
A lot of people pitching in. There's a lot of need as well. Lots of emotion also on the football field last night. Let's look at the Packers and the Bears. They are linked arm in arm. Right there. Lots of passion in the stands as well. A lot of reaction.
Just one of many teams displaying unity. The Saints quarterback Drew Brees just weighed in on Twitter saying, as a way to show respect to all, our Saints team will kneel in solidarity prior.
We will be watching all the games on Sunday, and more on that coming up. But first, the breaking news out of Washington. Another Trump official facing questions for chartering private planes with taxpayer funds. Our chief White House correspondent John Carl starts us off. Good morning, John.
Good morning, George. There is news this morning of another cabinet secretary spending thousands of dollars on private air travel, while Health Secretary Tom Price now says that he's going to pay the government back for the cost of his use of private jets, although he is only paying a fraction of what the taxpayers paid for those flights. Under fire for days, Health Secretary Tom Price is now apologizing to taxpayers for taking more than 24 work trips on luxury jets.
I've heard the criticisms.
In a statement, Price admitted, "I was not sensitive enough to my concern for the taxpayer." And he said, taxpayers won't pay my seat on those planes.
Well, clearly the demonstration by paying for my portions of these trips, I think, is a huge demonstration. It's unique. It's never been done before, unprecedented as I'm told.
But Price spent more than $400,000 in taxpayer money on those flights. He is reimbursing the government for the cost only of his own seat. That amount, $51,887.31. Congress is now investigating the private travel of all Trump cabinet secretaries and federal agencies. Now ABC News has confirmed that Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke has taken several pricey charter flights of his own, including a $12,000 charter plane to events in his Montana hometown. EPA Chief Scott Pruitt and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin are both under fire for racking up thousands of dollars in flights on charter and government jets, including that trip Mnuchin took with his wife to Kentucky, where they viewed the eclipse. And now one top Republican, Senator Chuck Grassley of Iowa, has written a letter directly to the president, and it says, George, I'm urging you to emphasize to cabinet secretaries the necessity of using reasonable and cost-effective modes of travel. That letter from Chuck Grassley right to the president.
Yeah, questions from senators. The president pretty angry about this.
The president is livid about it. You know, the other day when he was asked whether or not he would fire Tom Price, he simply said, we'll see.
Meantime, John, on tax reform, of course, the White House putting out the framework for their tax reform yesterday. The opposition is already mounting up on Capitol Hill.
This is a heavy lift. Of course, Democratic opposition and Republicans are divided on this. But, George, there is a lot of pressure on the other side. Republicans need to show they can deliver on something that they campaigned on. A lot of pressure to get this one done.
Want to get it done by the end of the year. John Carl, thanks very much.
Framework, but people want details, need details. More now on that moment on the football field. So many were watching last night. Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears linking arms in a show of unity during the national anthem. ABC's TJ Holmes, yeah, that story for us.
Robert, we've been tuning in this season to see the games, but we're also tuning in to see what happens before the games. Who's going to sit? Who's going to kneel during the anthem? Well, last night it wasn't about that. It was actually about linking arms, but this was the first time that the crowd was asked to participate in demonstrations, and this all came on a day when we got what many found to be a peculiar statement on the issue from the White House.
Oh, say, can you see?
Before the longtime rivals faced off on Thursday Night Football, both the hometown Green Bay Packers and the visiting Chicago Bears stood and locked arms with their teammates in a show of unity during the national anthem. Some fans chose to join in, locking arms as well, others waving flags of their own.
That demonstration of love and unity.
In the wake of President Trump calling for players kneeling during the national anthem to be fired, Green Bay's star quarterback Aaron Rodgers said in addition to the cheers, he heard negativity yelled from the crowd during the anthem.
What's disrespectful to the anthem? Yelling things during it? or standing at attention with arms locked facing the flag.
On Thursday, the president reiterated his stance on calling out NFL team owners.
I think they're afraid of their players, you want to know the truth, and I think it's disgraceful.
ABC's Mary Bruce pressed the White House on Trump's statement.
The president this morning said he believes NFL team owners are afraid of their players. What did he mean by that?
Probably the backlash of the players and the stance that they're making, and not wanting to create that conflict within their team.
And when asked to clarify the president's stance, the press secretary said this.
I don't think there's much to clarify.
Yes,
I think it was pretty black and white there.
While Sanders says the issue is black and white, one recent poll shows public opinion is divided along racial lines. While 63% of whites said kneeling in protest during the anthem is inappropriate, just 31% of non-whites agreed.
Now, the president said the owners are afraid of their players. It's worth noting, at least the Green Bay Packers, a publicly owned team. They're owned by the actual fans. But something else here to note, Delanie Walker of the Tennessee Titans, tight end there, is getting death threats, he says, over this issue after he made a statement about supporting his team for what their demonstration they made. So this thing that started as a silent protest, started as something to even unify, as you see there, is now spiraled into something that it needs to calm down before we can actually probably get anything done.
When unity is seen as a bad thing, but Aaron Rodgers, he said it, and many people thought that way too. Many people are complaining about during the anthem, and they're booing. What's more disrespectful, booing during the anthem or silently protesting?
It seems so simple, but we'll see what happens on Sunday.
Yeah, let's hope we have a lot less of it on Sunday.
That's true.
Okay, TJ, thanks very much. We're going to move to Puerto Rico now. The frustration churning there this morning as thousands of shipping containers full of supplies so many need just sit on the island's docks. ABC's Alex Perez is in San Juan with a closer look at why the supplies are not being distributed. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Georgia. Take a look at all of these containers, and there are thousands of them, each filled with goods and supplies. But getting those items to the people who need it most, that's the big problem right now. This is what it looks like this morning on the island of Vieques, just 7 miles off the coast of Puerto Rico, severely isolated with no running water or electricity. The hospital here closed, now operating out of a triage tent outside. Like many areas of the mainland, residents are begging for relief and basic supplies, gas, food, and water. But 10,000 containers of relief are on the island already, just sitting in San Juan Bay, not getting to any of the residents.
The total supply chain of distribution has been interrupted.
There are very few truck drivers to move them.
We need to restore the electricity power. We need to restore our roads. We need to restore communications. We need to start moving the diesel around the island.
FEMA telling ABC News anything they have delivered is immediately distributed. There's not a single trailer from FEMA or from response operations that are being held. President Trump waived the shipping restrictions on Thursday and is sending a 3-star general to coordinate relief efforts. But criticism still mounting, many saying not enough is being done to help Puerto Rico.
Unfortunately, this administration's response has been inexcusably slow and ineffective.
A Royal Caribbean ship which carried relief supplies to the island picked up thousands of evacuees and will continue to pick up evacuees in St. Thomas and St. Croix. And officials here at this terminal tell me they have been able to slowly increase the number of deliveries each day, but they say it will take several days to get back to 100%. George?
Okay, Alex, thanks very much.
We could use an encouraging story out of Puerto Rico, and we have one. A nursing home desperate for help after Hurricane Maria is finally getting some relief. We first learned of the story when a caregiver flagged down our crew and took Rob inside, and the CO saw her emotional plea for help here on GMA, stepped up in a huge way. Rob, give us the latest.
Yeah, we're so grateful that, as you saw in Alex's report, is so difficult down there, and for a myriad of reasons, distribution of supplies so painfully slow. But for a lot of people that are watching our reports here in the United States, that is simply unacceptable.
We first met Maria and the care center residents right after Hurricane Maria tore through this island. They were living in sweltering conditions, some clinging to life. The anguish and fear in Maria's voice was undeniable.
We can't let them die, and we need help, all the help we can get.
But Maria never stopped fighting for her 11 elderly patients here, struggling to keep the care center up and running with no supplies.
We need light, we need water.
Maria's story striking a chord in the heart of one Florida CEO.
It's in our nature to help the community.
So Invicta Watch Group's Eyal Lalo took action, loading up the company's private jet, stocked with $15,000 worth of severely needed supplies like medicine, food, and water. On the island, some of the roads nearly impassable, but Eyal and our crew managed to get back to the nursing home.
Miss Maria, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
I saw the piece on the news. We have a whole airplane load just for you.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, my God. I don't know how can I say thank you, God. God never left us alone.
Taking us back inside, conditions now only slightly better. And Maria says now she wants to pay it forward.
When everything comes back to control again, please visit us because we're gonna give more and more thanks to all of you. Thank you.
You guys are very sweet.
Thank you.
Wow.
She's so grateful. I wish I was there to witness it. And she's so tough, guys. For the past week, she's been washing dirty sheets and hospital gowns in the nearby creek next to her. I talked to Eyal after he performed this kind gift, and he described Maria in two wonderful words. He said she's an angel and she's a warrior. And that is a rare combination.
Yeah,
and I bet she's for a great party when everything's rebuilt.
That's it.
Sure.
Give us more of a sense of what it's like there on the ground.
I mean, it's desperate, you know, in many areas, especially the far-flung areas in the mountains there. So the supplies are getting there, but it's so slow, and it's painful to see them stuck in some of those ports. FEMA's doing the best they can, but it's just such a disaster. It's some of the things that I've never seen in all my years of covering storms.
That's saying something because you covered a lot of storms in your time.
It was a bad hit for Puerto Rico, but Puerto Rico's strong.
Right.
We'll support you all the way.
We're going to continue that support. All right, Rob, thanks so much. Now to those terrifying rock slides at Yosemite. Two separate incidents in just the last 2 days, killing one tourist and injuring others, including a man who was driving with his family trying to leave the park. The incidents are now raising major safety concerns. ABC's Nick Watt is on the scene in Yosemite with more. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning, Robin. Two massive rock falls in just 2 days during peak climbing season here at El Capitan, which is one of the most iconic rock faces in the world. This has got a lot of people asking, what is going on? Rachel Evans and her family were driving home from a 3-day trip to Yosemite when suddenly a rock burst through their sunroof.
But it shattered and the dust just poured in. We were trying to outrun it. It was like, go, let's go. And at the same time, my husband reached up and he was like, oh, my head, because it was bleeding profusely.
Her husband injured. At least 30 climbers on the wall, suddenly tens of thousands of tons of rock falling, a vast dust cloud filling the valley.
Reaching death. Holy crap, they're reaching death.
The rock slide coming just 1 day after a tourist was killed, his wife badly injured after a slab the height of a 12-story building weighing 1,300 tons fell on top of them. Another couple, honeymooners, heard the granite fall.
Oh my God.
It's a pretty crazy experience, really scary experience.
What's happening? Still unclear. Might be the huge temperature swings this time of year eroding the rock. It's not uncommon, but 2 in 2 days that injure people? No one can remember that. Yosemite remains open, and the message from park officials is clearly do not panic. But, you know, I've stood with my kids at the base of El Capitan, as have countless other people. Those injured and killed just in the wrong place at the very wrong time. Robin?
All right, Nick, thank you. Now to a new warning about the flu. Hard to believe, but flu season is almost here, and officials say this year could be especially dangerous because of a certain strain they're seeing pop up. Our senior medical contributor, Dr. Jim, is here. So what's the concern here?
Yeah, you know, it's really about preparing for the worst, and then we hope for the best. But the CDC is tracking flu activity right now in the southern hemisphere as part of a predictor to see what we might expect, you know, later on in our flu season. They're seeing, again, H3N2. That is the bad actor. It's a very virulent strain. We saw it here last year. It makes people very sick, and they're concerned that that's going to be hitting us soon. So some flu by the numbers now. Last year, only just over about 2 out of every 5 Americans were vaccinated. This year, they've made about 166 million doses of the flu vaccine, which is an increase over last year. Of course, encouraging everyone over the age of 6 months to be vaccinated. There is no flu miss this year. So again, everyone pretty much is going to have to get that shot, although there is a jet injector that is needle-free for people who really want to avoid that. But again, very, very important to get that vaccination.
So nasal spray not an option at all?
Nasal spray is not an option for anyone this year, but the flu vaccines are out. They are widely available. And again, I can't emphasize this enough. This is not a bad cold. Take it seriously.
I got to get mine today.
I got mine this week.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Emotional moment on Capitol Hill now is the return of Congressman Steve Scalise. His first day back since the mass shooting at a baseball field in Virginia 3 months ago. You see him right there. He entered the House chamber to a standing ovation, then thanked his colleagues.
So I'm definitely a living example that miracles really do happen. So many others of you, again, both Republican and Democrat, reached out in ways that I can't express the gratitude and how much it means to me, Jennifer, and our whole family.
There were special thanks for Capitol Police Officer David Bailey, who helped save Scalise's life. Also, look at that emotional embrace. Fellow Congressman Dr. Brad Wenstrup, who applied the tourniquet, remember that saved his life.
So good to see you. I know. Wow. Let's go back to the update on the tropics.
It is still hurricane season, quieting down, at least for now. We have 3 disturbances. Maria, thankfully, adios. Lee is way out there. And this disturbance over Cuba has about a 40% chance of developing into something more substantial here in the next 5 days. Either way, it's going to drift north. So Florida, especially the southern part, is going to see some wind and rain out of this, maybe as much as 4 and 5 and 6 inches of rain as we go through time. The Northeast, though, dealing with some cool, dry air. Certainly nice after that hot spell we had earlier this week. Don't put the sandals away just yet because more heat is coming back next week. All right, time for your weekend getaway now. Brought to you by Pampers.
From the first moment you met, it was love at first touch. And all you wanted to do was surround them in comfort and protection. That's why only Pampers Swaddlers is the #1 choice of hospitals. To wrap your baby in blanket-like softness and premium protection. So that all they feel is love. Wishing you love, sleep, and play. Pampers.
Temperatures this morning running about 20 degrees cooler compared to yesterday morning, and this afternoon we should get into the mid-70s with abundant sunshine. Definitely a beautiful Friday forecast, and that's going to stick with us through the upcoming weekend. A look at your Saturday, definitely want to get outside and enjoy. A little bit breezy, and notice our daytime highs in the low 70s, so actually a few degrees below average for this time of year. As we take a look at your extended forecast, really no worries. The dry skies continue into next week.
An invigorating morning out there for the eastern half of the country. Finally feels like fall.
It does this morning, yeah.
Don't get used to it. Next week, we're back in the sweater.
Thanks a lot there, Rob. Coming up, O.J. Simpson just days away from walking free after nearly a decade behind bars. Where will he go? His lawyer joins us first here on GMA.
And there's a battle brewing over vaccinations. This mother may face jail time if she refuses to vaccinate her son. Story's coming up on GMA.
Billie Jean King, now the most successful female player of all time.
I could beat Billie Jean King. Then all the girls can just head back in the kitchen where they belong.
$100,000 to any woman who can beat Bobby Riggs. Does she have the nerve?
Tell him it's on. I'm gonna be the best. That way I can really change.